Take two. Me like cookie.
What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? I'm Wrigley Juice Recipes. Welcome back to DIY Made Easy. These videos are geared towards mixers who are just starting out making their own liquid. There's a list, 26 flavors down in the description of this video. You can use all 26 of those flavors to make all of the recipes in this series. So, man, I really like tobacco. Something about tobacco is just, it's so satisfying. It's such a good thing to explore. You can do so much different stuff with tobacco. I own probably more tobacco flavors than any other single flavor profile. And I'd never picked up FA Soho before, but my friend Mikey, he kept pestering me about it. It has one of those weird names that doesn't say tobacco anywhere in the name, so I'd never really considered it. But finally, shortly before I was putting together the flavor list for season 3, I picked up FA Soho and I tried it, and I was just absolutely amazed. It's just like this neutral tobacco. It doesn't really have any it's not grassy. It's not smoky. There's no like leather or liquor notes in there at all. It's just a very neutral tobacco, and it has some really nice caramely notes, really nice nutty crunch. It's such a good tobacco for beginners too, because you can use it for so many different things. It's a very versatile tobacco, and one of my favorite things to pair tobacco with is cookies. And in real life, my favorite kind of cookies are oatmeal cookies. And this lady that I used to work with a long time ago, she made oatmeal cookies different than any other oatmeal cookie that I've ever had before. Normally oatmeal cookies are kind of sticky and maybe a little bit gooey. They're not very crunchy, which is fine with me. Like I said, I like oatmeal cookies, but these oatmeal cookies that she made were really thin, and they had chocolate chips in them, and they were really crunchy. And I've never had an oatmeal cookie like that before, and I really like them. Something else that I really like to vape is cereals, but I get so bored of Cereal 27. I love Cereal 27. I think it's a fantastic flavor, but there's a million different kinds of cereal when you go to the grocery store, and they're not all corn flavored, and Cereal 27 it just tastes like corn cereal. So in my quest to kind of find, a new flavor for cereal that wasn't corn-based, I stumbled upon this little gem, and it's TFA Honey Circles. I'd never tried this flavor before until probably, I don't know, last winter sometime. And this is another flavor that I was not expecting that much from it, but oh man, is it so good. It tastes like crunchy oats and barley, and it has a really nice light cream note that you can really kind of play around with. I don't really get any honey from it. It does get a little bit sweeter as it steeps, but yeah, no real honey to speak of. But that flavor specifically really reminds me of those crunchy oatmeal cookies. So, something that I've never paired together before is an oatmeal cookie tobacco. So that's what we're going to do. This recipe is called Cookie Monster. Me like cookie. It is an oatmeal cookie tobacco. So let's start with the tobacco note. We're going to use 6% of FA Soho. And yeah, like I said, it's just a neutral tobacco. It's got some nutty notes. It's got some caramelly notes, but it's a really good light neutral tobacco. And for the oatmeal cookie part of it, we are going to start with 5% of TFA Honey Circles. Crunchy oats, barley with a little bit of cream, and I really like to kick that cream note up a notch. I think it's really good. So we're going to use 0.5% of Wonder Flavors milk. Wonder Flavors milk is a really light, top notey milk note, and it really fills out the top layer of this recipe. And to give that oat cereal a little bit of cookie crunch, we are just going to use 1% of Wonder Flavors sugar cookie. Wonder Flavors sugar cookie is just a dry sugar cookie. It's not very buttery, a little small, baked vanilla note, but we need a little bit more vanilla in there, right? 0.75% of TFA French Vanilla Deluxe. I love this flavor. It's another flavor that you can use, down low as kind of a low background vanilla. You can use it up really high as a in your face, bold creamy vanilla. I really like it in this recipe. It kind of just fills in those gaps, makes sure that all of the bases are covered, and yeah, you've got a lovely oatmeal cookie tobacco. Man, that crunch that TFA Honey Circles provides is absolutely fantastic, and it brings a nice little bit of sweetness too. As far as adding sweetener goes, I just use 0.5% of Flavor West sweetener in here. Normally I use Flavor West sweetener a little bit higher, but I think 0.5% is plenty in here. Of course, I got 1 milligram of my friend Nick in there. Never leave home without him, because that's what helps me stay off of cigarettes. And that's why I'm here, because some people can't go down the street to get the things that they need to not smoke. So a lot of people have recently turned to making their own DIY e-liquid. DIY Made Easy is made for you. You can pick up the 26 flavors that are in the flavor list in the description of this video. You can make all of the recipes in here, or you can pick out one recipe that sounds good to you, pick up only those flavors, and start making your own e-liquid. It's just as easy as that. As far as steep time goes, it starts to kind of develop after 3 days. The crunch from the Honey Circle cereal really starts to come around, and then after about a week, I think you get a nice, full flavored, rounded profile. So yeah, weeks worth of steep time, tops. If you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you turn notifications on so that I get to annoy you every time I upload a video. Like, comment, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one.